think today more than ever, it's totally integral. There used to be a time when you could have brand over one side and then performance or direct response, as we used to call it, over the other side. The reality is now that doesn't work anymore, because from a client's perspective, they want to understand how their marketing communications are affecting their business. Within that, how is the media that we're planning and delivering, and the experiences we're creating for their consumers, how is that actually playing out? That is a combination of activity that engages the audience, brand, let's call it, and activity that takes that on the stage further and increases interaction, performance. That's all one thing. It's just different elements of it. And I think crucially, data's played its part in all of that, because as data has become increasingly rich, increasingly complex, but increasingly informative. And it's then the challenge for us is how we use that data across all those elements in terms of the performance activity, but how it feeds into learnings from that, feed into messages that get played on more brand-focused activity. So very much integral now, and the biddable side of that is now just a core part of the media landscape. Obviously search being vitally important from a digital perspective, but also as a facilitator, if you like, of latent demand created offline. But I think you've got a situation where that's now increased into biddable being increasingly important in display and in social. So key parts of all digital activity, and when I say digital activity, that means activity which is currently deemed as offline, which will increasingly become digitalised. We're seeing that, already in other parts of the world where it's starting to become, TV, for example, starting to become very digital in terms of targeting. It is not going to be that long before that moves into potential biddable opportunities as well.